One of the key elements of the Reveal program is that we want to be able to evidence impact and behavior transformations for every single participant onto the program. And this is why we have chosen the Honeycomb works. Welcome, Melissa. You're the founder of the solution. And we've got a few questions for you today.
Thank you for having me. Really happy to be part of this exciting program.
Thank you. The questions, the first question that participant will probably ask themselves is, what are we measuring?
Yeah, really good question. And I think for me, the most important thing about any kind of training program is behavior. So it's important to learn new things. Knowledge is wonderful, but if we don't do anything different as a result, nothing will change. So what we're measuring with Honeycomb is behavior and whether or not we've been able to put those behaviors in practice. But most importantly, at the starting point, we're helping to understand ourselves and figure out what we're doing. And all the behaviors that we're including in the program are proven to be ones that lead to positive outcomes, positive cultures, great collaboration, and fair hybrid working.
Yes, thank you, Melissa. And this is why, in the context of the program, we have called them success behaviors. So that's behavior that, they are evidence that that have an impact on the way we communicate within the team. How are the participants going to make the most use of the tools?
So I think the first thing that the Honeycomb helps them do is to see a checklist of specific habits that they can then put into practice. So they can see exactly what do I need to be doing differently. They're not vague, they're not mushy, they're very specific, practical things that I can be conscious of whether or not I'm doing. Am I asking open questions to understand somebody's point of view? Am I bringing different perspectives into decisions when I'm making them? And then from there, I develop my self-awareness. So we're not always clear on whether or not we're doing things or not. We might perceive that we're doing something consistently to everyone, but what we find in the data is that we're often not. So you develop that self-awareness. You can choose then the behaviors that you really want to focus on and develop. And then at the end of the program, you'll see where you've made progress, see where you've improved, see which habits you've been able to embed, but then also really importantly, where are you still stuck? What do you still need to work on? And then all the participants will have access to the platform for a year. So if they want to pick up other behaviors they want to work on or continue working on the things that they want to get even better at, they can continue to do that as well.
And there is an element of challenging yourself on a regular basis with the app, isn't it? Do you want to describe a little bit how it can be leveraged on back in the office, like not just in the context of the program?
Yeah, absolutely. So the platform will be with you as a resource once you leave the classroom, and you'll have habit cards, reference materials, or habit cards or things that you can put right on your desktop and have a little checklist of actions that you can put into place every day. We have folks who say, I look at that every time I start a meeting and I remind myself what I'm going to be doing differently, and also nudges throughout to remind you what to do and help you work through what those obstacles are when you're trying to put that behavior into practice, and how to overcome those things. And you can ask for follow-up feedback whenever you like. So if you feel like at any point you've actually made a lot of progress, you can go and ask for feedback again.
That is great. So, Melissa, can I just recap maybe what the key element? So it's not a personality tool. It's very different. It is a behavior. So it's based on observable signals. So it's something that's quite small and can be easily changed while remaining your authentic self. It's just tweaking the way you communicate or engage with others. And then once you've done the diagnostic, there are elements of the app that will help you, such as checklists and cards, make sure that you're reminded on a regular basis on which behavior you should be focusing on. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And I think it's really important to know that it is a personal development tool. So all of your data, all of your scores, you will be the only one that sees it. We never share your results with your human resources managers. Anyone else in your organization won't see it. So you can be open and honest. And as you said, Gail, this isn't about who are you and what is your fixed identity. It's about, here are some specific things that you can choose to improve and get better on that'll make collaboration, co-working, team working, and your day-to-day work a lot more pleasant and enjoyable and productive and innovative and inclusive. All those wonderful things that all weave together when we take the behaviors that evidence tells us create these great cultures.
Well, thank you very much, Melissa. As I said, it's a tool for success, and we do believe in it. And we are looking forward to share it with all the participants at the Reveal program. Thank you very much, Melissa.
Thank you, Gail.